Picture this for a moment. It is the 3rd of the month. You walk to the mailbox like you have done 1,000 times before. You shuffle through the bills, the flyers, the catalogs, and then you see it, a white envelope. The return address says Social Security Administration. You feel your heart skip. You open it right there on the porch, and the words on the page do not make sense. We have determined that you were overpaid. $18,400, a number so large you read it 3 times. Then you see the next line, the line that takes the air out of your lungs. If you do not repay this amount within 30 days, we will begin withholding 50% of your monthly benefit. 50%, half of your check, the check you depend on for rent, for groceries, for your medications, gone. And you did not do anything wrong. If this scenario terrifies you, or if you have already received a letter like this, please do not turn this video off. Because what I am about to tell you in the next 12 minutes could be the difference between losing half your income and keeping every dollar you are entitled to. I am Edward, a senior policy analyst who has spent years studying the Social Security Administration's rulebooks, the official policy manuals, and the fine print most retirees never see until it is too late. In this video, I am going to walk you through the exact rule that changed in 2025, the 3 official forms that can protect you, and the 30-day window that almost no one is told about clearly. And please, stay with me until the very end, because there is one hidden mistake I see seniors make over and over again that quietly destroys their right to fight back. It is buried on page 2 of the notice. I will tell you exactly what it is. Let me tell you about Eleanor. Eleanor is 71 years old. She is a widow. She lives in a small apartment in Ohio. She raised 3 children, worked 38 years as a nurse, and retired with a Social Security check of about $1,840 per month. She is careful. She pays her bills on time. She has never missed a doctor's appointment. Last spring, Eleanor came home from her granddaughter's birthday party and found a letter from Social Security in her mailbox. The letter said she had been overpaid $14,200 over a period dating back to 2019. The reason? A small adjustment in her late husband's survivor benefit calculation that SSA itself had failed to update for years. Eleanor was confused. She had reported everything correctly. She had never lied. She had never hidden income. But the letter was firm. The amount was final, it seemed. And she had 30 days. Eleanor did what most seniors do. She panicked. She set the letter on the kitchen counter. She told herself she would deal with it next week. Then next week became 2 weeks. Then a month passed. On the next benefit deposit day, Eleanor checked her bank account. Instead of $1,140, the deposit was $920, half, cut in half. She called her daughter in tears. She did not know what to do. She did not know she had rights. She did not know about the forms. She did not know that if she had acted within 30 days, the clawback would never have started. Eleanor's story is not rare. It is happening to thousands of seniors right now, and I am going to make sure it does not happen to you. Here is what is actually going on in plain English. The Social Security Administration is legally required to collect any benefit money it believes was paid out in error. For decades, this was an aggressive process. Then in March of 2024, the agency reduced the default clawback rate to just 10% of the monthly benefit. It was a major win for seniors. But on March 7, 2025, SSA announced it was reversing that protection. Acting Commissioner Lee Dudek issued a press release stating the agency would return to withholding 100% of benefits, the entire check, gone, until the debt was repaid. The backlash was enormous. AARP fought back. Congressional offices were flooded with calls. And on April 25, 2025, SSA issued an emergency message lowering the default rate to 50%. That is the rule today in 2026. 50% of your Title II Social Security check every single month until the debt is paid in full. This applies to retirement benefits, survivor benefits, family benefits, and Social Security disability insurance. There is one exception. If you receive Supplemental Security Income, or SSI, the rate is still capped at 10%, but for everyone else, it is 50%. And here is the part that should make every retiree pay close attention. According to SSA's own Office of Inspector General, the agency made approximately $71.8 billion in improper payments between 2015 and 2022. Most of those were overpayments, and many were caused by SSA's own mistakes, not by anything the beneficiary did wrong. So if you receive one of these notices, please understand this. It does not mean you did something wrong. It often means SSA made an error years ago and is only now catching it. But the burden is on you to act fast. Now let me give you the 3 exact steps you must take. Write these down. Pause the video if you need to. These 3 steps can save your check. Step 1. Read the date on the notice the very moment it arrives, not the date you opened it, the date printed on the letter itself. From that date, you have exactly 30 days before automatic withholding begins and 60 days to file a formal appeal. These deadlines are different. Do not confuse them. Mark both dates on your calendar in red ink. Step 2. Decide which of 3 official forms applies to your situation. There are 3, and each one does something different. The first is Form SSA 561. This is the request for reconsideration. You file this if you believe the overpayment is wrong, or the amount is wrong, or you do not believe the overpayment happened at all. This is your appeal. The second is Form SSA 632-BK. This is the request for waiver of overpayment recovery. You file this if you believe the error was not your fault, and paying it back would cause financial hardship. There is no deadline on this form. You can file it anytime. And because of reforms made in March 2024, the burden of proof is now on Social Security to show you were at fault, not the other way around. The third is Form SSA 634. This is the request for change in overpayment recovery rate. You file this when you accept the debt, but you cannot afford to lose 50% of your check every month. This form lets you negotiate a smaller monthly amount. All 3 forms are available free at SSA.gov or by calling Social Security at 1-800-772-1213. And here is the most important sentence I'm going to say in this entire video. If you file any one of these 3 forms within 30 days of the notice date, the 50% clawback does not begin. SSA stops collection while your case is being reviewed. That is your shield. Use it. Step 3. Call Social Security directly and request a personal conference. This is your legal right. Call 1-800-772-1213 or visit your local field office and tell them, I want to request a personal conference regarding my overpayment notice. Bring every document you have. Bring your bank statements. Bring your previous benefit letters. Write down the date of the call, the name of the representative, and what they told you. That note becomes your evidence if anything goes wrong later. Now, here is the hidden mistake I promised you. The mistake that quietly destroys thousands of seniors' rights every year. The mistake is this. Seniors confuse the 30-day deadline with the 60-day deadline, and they wait too long to act. Here is how it works. You have 60 days to file an appeal. That sounds like plenty of time. So many seniors wait. They wait 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe a month. They think they are still safe because the appeal deadline is 60 days. But on day 31, the 50% withholding begins. And once it begins, even if you file your appeal on day 45, the money is already gone. SSA may refund it if you win, but in the meantime, you have already missed rent. You have already skipped medications. You have already borrowed money from your family. The correct move is to file within the first 30 days, not the 60 days, the 30 days. That is the only way to stop the clawback before it starts. And there is one more thing I want every retiree watching to understand. If you die before this debt is fully paid, the Social Security Administration's own policy states they may seek repayment from anyone receiving benefits based on your record. That means your widow, your widower, your dependent children. They can inherit this debt. So fighting it now does not just protect you, it protects the people you love after you are gone. Please, before you go, hear me on this. I know this is frightening. I know it feels like the government is treating you like a criminal for something that was not your fault. I have seen good people, honest people, hard-working retirees brought to tears over notices like this. You are not alone, and you are not without rights. But please do not rely on YouTube notifications or Facebook posts or what your neighbor told you over coffee to protect your benefits. Social Security policies change quietly. They change in internal manuals most Americans will never read. Bookmark SSA.gov today. Save the number 1-800-772-2013 in your phone. Write it on a card and tape it to your refrigerator. If you have an adult child, a trusted friend, or a financial counselor, sit down with them this week and tell them about this video. If a letter ever arrives, you want someone in your corner who can help you act inside that critical 30-day window. And please share this video with any retiree you know, a widow on a fixed income, a neighbor living alone, a church friend who depends on every dollar of their check. One 5-minute conversation could save someone half of their monthly income. If this video helped you today, please subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. I will be back with the next rule change that could affect your retirement security. Leave a comment below and tell me whether you or someone you love has ever received an overpayment letter from Social Security. I read every comment, and your story may help someone else watching. You earned every dollar of your Social Security check. You paid into this system for a lifetime. You deserve to keep what is yours. I am Edward. Stay informed, stay protected, and I will see you in the next video. Take care of yourself.